Hey guys, so this is gonna be the second video which covers the story of Hercules. Now if you haven't watched part 1, I recommend you check it out for obvious reasons. Also, I'm going to be covering each labor in a separate video, because they're all quite long and detailed, and I think it's easier to follow if you can watch them separately. So we ended the last video with Hercules accepting the challenge of completing the labors of Hercules, which were given to him by the king Eurystheus, to redeem himself after killing his wife and children. So Hercules was supposed to complete 10 labors in total, but due to some technicalities he actually ended up doing 2 more. So Hercules' first task was to slay the Nemean Lion. Now, the Nemean Lion was special because it was actually impervious to arrows and many weapons, because its fur was actually a very defensive layer. And it was different to other lions, more special, because it was the offspring of 2 famous monsters, Echidna and Typhon, who was a giant. So there was a reason they wanted to slay the Nemean Lion, because he was a threat to the populace. That it said the lion would kidnap women to use as hostages to lure warriors to its lair, and after it lures them there, it would end up killing them and sacrificing their bones to Hades, apart from obviously devouring them. Also in the mythology, Hercules had another reason why he wanted to slay the lion, because when he visited the village that was being attacked by it, he met a boy who told him that if Hercules returned with the lion in 30 days, the village would sacrifice a lion to Zeus, but if Hercules did not return and the Nemean lion was still alive, they would actually sacrifice the boy instead. So now, before Hercules went to fight the Nemean lion, he prepared a bit and he actually fletched some arrows, because he didn't know that its fur was impenetrable. And eventually he fought the lion, he shot the arrows, and they just bounced harmlessly off it. Now there are 2 different versions of how Hercules managed to slay the lion. The first one is that he went from a side entrance into its cave, surprised it with his club, stunned it, and strangled it to death, while the other tale says that he shot arrows into its unprotected mouth and thus he killed it. It's also believed that Hercules didn't get out unscathed from the fight, that in fact the lion bit off one of his fingers. Anyway, after slaying the lion, Hercules tried to skin its fur with his knife, but he failed. And instead, Athena appeared to him and she told him to use one of the lion's own claws to cut off its fur. He followed her advice and he succeeded in skinning it, and he then wore its pelt as his armor. This is why Hercules is often portrayed wearing a lion pelt in statues and even drawings and that. So he then entered the city again while carrying the lions on his shoulders, and it's said that this actually terrified King Eurystheus, who forbade him from ever entering the city again. And instead he'll be outside and they'll complete the other labors outside the city gates. He also told him that the tasks would become increasingly more difficult, and he then told him to slay the Lernaean Hydra as his second task. So that wraps up the first labor of Hercules. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you like the format of these videos. As always, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and if you have any discussions, disagree, or felt I made an error or anything, just leave a comment below. Thanks as always, and I hope you have a really great day.